We have student minister Nuri with us today, and we're going to be talking about various issues as it relates to the religion of Islam. And this is American Muslim Awareness Month, and we wanted to talk to you today, brother Nuri, just kind of about being an American Muslim. So your personal story, how did you get into the Nation of Islam? Why did you join the Nation of Islam? Did you come from the church? If you can infuse all those into an answer, what would you say?
Yes, I did come from a church background, and I came into the ranks of the nation when I was 17 years old. At the time, I grew up in the streets, like most of our brothers and sisters that come up in the hood, and all we did in our community, all we did in our neighborhood is sold dope. So that's what I did for the majority of my young life, and I got tired of it, didn't want to do it. And my girlfriend at the time had a father who was not in the nation, but he was a supporter. And he had all the books of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and a lot of lectures of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. She gave me Message to the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad book and 2 lectures. And kept asking me had I listened to them. And at that time I hadn't. And I finally put in the tapes and opened up that book. And it renegotiated my contract with life. And from that day, at the age of 16, I started to study the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Islam. And I studied it with the same type of commitment I had to hustling. And I took knowledge as my goal, like I once took money. And I studied 8, 9, 10 hours every single day, even while I was in school. And lo and behold, they heard me talk inside of the little study groups we were having, and I was 17, only 3 months in the nation. And they said, man, he needs to be on the rostrum. They put me on the rostrum. I didn't want to do it. And I spoke, everybody was clapping, standing, and I was like, these people, they so nice. And the rest has been history. So I heard a voice in my mind say, this is what you were born to do.
Yes, sir.
But I wasn't for sure if it was Pookie or Ray Ray or cousin T-Rock talking to me. I didn't know if it was God or not. I hadn't been hearing God before, but I think it was God, Dr. Martin, because this gift has taken me all over the world, speaking and striving to uplift our people. So that is how I came in. Wanted to get right when I was young, leaving the dope game. And anybody that knows about selling dope, it's just as hard to stop selling as it is to stop using. Mm-hmm. One's addicted to the drug, the other's addicted to the money, but both are fiends. Mm. So I was on the other side, addicted to the money. And all I knew to get right was go to church. I did that, tried that, and I didn't feel like I was getting enough strength to resist the pull of the streets until my girlfriend at the time introduced me to that book, Message to the Black Man, and 2 lectures by the minister. And that gave me strength. And she later, a few months after I came in, she joined. And then a year after that, we got married at the age of 19, and we just celebrated our 28th year wedding anniversary.
Wow! Congratulations. You only look like you're 25 now, Brendan. How do you do that? You're only 25 now.
Man.
Math don't make sense.
Trying to eat to live, think to live. This, Brother Martin, that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said this once. He said, a bad relationship will bring out the worst in you and cause you to age prematurely. While a good relationship will bring out the best in you and make you more youthful. So I guess that from striving to think to live and follow how to eat to live, multiplied by being in a good relationship, bringing the best out of me, making me more youthful. Multiply all that together, put that math together, that's what produces a youthful presence of self.
Well, you sure are doing a good job, Brother Nuri. I want to dig a little bit deeper into the American Muslim Heritage Month. In the Nation of Islam, if my dates and times are off, please correct me, but in the Nation of Islam, I understand there was a split in 1975 or thereabouts, and we had an imam on the show the other day who talked about this split. and he said that this split with Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's son went one way, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan went another way. Can you kind of give us some context of what you know and how did the nation split? Is the nation splintered today? What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, it did happen. And, you know, remember that whenever that God has raised up a messenger, the base word of messenger is message. What makes the messenger so magnetic and so great is the message that he propagates and teaches. So there never has been a time in the history of Scripture. You can look at any of the 24,000 messengers, warners, or prophets that are found in Bible and Quran. Never has there ever been a time whenever the government or the rulers of the world at that time or that town did not work against that messenger. Soon as that messenger was either taken off the scene by a death plot or left the scene by what they call death, soon as he was absent, they attacked his message. So when Jesus was crucified, after crucifixion of Jesus, they didn't leave his message alone, they crucified his message too. So it was when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad left the scene in 1975. They already wrote inside of the counterintelligence program of J. Edgar Hoover a specific stratagem they wanted to employ to weaken the power of the nation. And one of them was to convert it into a strictly religious group that was not interested in economics, take them away from the struggle for Black freedom, justice, and equality, and make them more of a universal group appealing to all people. So take them away from economics, take them away from Blackness, keep them focused strictly on religious expression. So soon as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad left, we watched that start to take place. Various agents in the mosque, various agents in the nation, some paid, some unpaid, started to weaken the resolve of the nation toward economic independence, toward building Black business, and toward the fight for freedom, justice, and equality for us as a people. And we got more into the old world Islamic religious expression and got away from those things that made the nation what we were. So the minister, seeing that this attempt to not just get rid of the messenger who had left, but to get rid of the message that made the messenger so great, he said, I can't let it happen. I will not allow his name to be written out of history as he is and as he was. So he stood back up. And from that standing came a handful of soldiers that agreed with him. But for the most part, it was him, Minister Farrakhan, speaking at colleges and universities around the country, that ignited and attracted a whole new cadre of soldiers to come and participate in what the world calls now the second rise of the Nation of Islam. And we are on that side of that. And from 1977 up until today, whenever he made it public that we would be reestablishing the nation as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught, we're here. And we love our Muslim brothers and sisters, no matter what school of thought they come from, and we accept them as our comrades and our fellow believing soldiers. But we do have, from Allah to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, a unique, special methodology that fixes the condition of the Black man and woman in America, and at the same time keeps us from deviating from any tenets or pillars of Islam.
Nuri, we want to thank you for joining us today, brother, and we will talk to you soon.